Hello, YouTube. Message in the bottle here with another video. Now, in my previous video, I made you could say, a very clickbaity thumbnail and title. Yes, you know, sexual stuff sells. I'm trying my best not to get banned on YouTube if I say vulgar things, but still, there's something I would really want to discuss. And the reason why I'm making a follow up video is because what surprised me was what happened a few days after of me posting that video, and that is they announced a bunch of games for this summer. And one of the announcements of the games, and I'm gonna post a screenshot right here in a bit, is the sequel of Stellar Blade. Now, this game, the first game of Stellar Blade, it had a lot of controversy because of the main protagonist being very attractive. Now, the sequel of Stellar Blade, as it was being announced, already has controversy, and I find this very, very hilarious. But you cannot deny the success of this video game, especially the first one, because yes, female attraction is definitely there, and it definitely sold well, but it wasn't the main reason why it sold well. The main reason why it sold well, since it's a video game, is because they had above average story arc. A, mm, I want to say it had very good character, but the characters wasn't that flushed out very well. But it was definitely there. It was definitely, I would dare say, solid, like solid characters, personalities, character design, especially character design, and I'll get that in a bit. But more importantly, since it's a video game, it had an amazing gameplay. It reminded me of Dark Souls, but it was very anime-ish. And for a South Korean game, it definitely felt very anime-ish, like you were playing a fighting anime game. And of course, yes, the beautiful female is part of the reason why the game sold very well. In matter of fact, I would dare say it was a 30% reason why it was very successful. The rest of the 60 to 70% of the reason why this game was so successful is because, once again, it's a video game. The video game itself was very fun, very addicting. The gameplay loop was very addicting. Me, personally, I go back to Stellar Blade and start playing it. And reason why I'm making this video, guys, is because, yes, sexuality does sell. It was to prove the point of my last video that I released. It does sell well. Us men, we have those needs, and those needs are like, best way I could put it, it's like food. We're craving for it, we're starving for it. And I know that sounds very weird, but let's be real with ourselves. And this is something that disturbed me, is the fact that there's a lot of people in our society that wants to outright reject this. No, w- we're men, we're humans, we have needs, and those needs is in our biological desire of wanting to, sleep with a beautiful woman. And aside from sleeping with a beautiful woman, we want to look at them. That's why I made that video of Sex Cell, and that's why this video game franchise, Stellar Blade, is getting a lot of controversy, but at the same time, it's becoming very successful. So successful, in fact, that the director and the creator of this franchise, he does not care what the leftists or these deranged people thinks about this game, because he knows that majority of them will not touch this game. What he cares is the people who are gonna buy this game, play the hell out of this game, and more importantly, help marketing this game. In other words, he wants this video game to be very successful, and he knows that, yes, beauty and sexual, how do I say this? Sexual beauty in this video game really does help sell the game. Just like Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur, and the one that I'm showing in the background, you know, it has beautiful women, and it's very obvious if you guys look at the background. And me, I'm playing as a sexy woman named Ivy. She help play. And sorry guys, I'm doing salad words at this point because most of my videos I make is unscripted. But what I'm trying to say is that Ivy, she helped sell the game because she is a sexual woman, and this game features beautiful women. Yes, female beauty help sell stuff. And I know it sounds weird to say that, but it is the truth. If you look at beer commercials, if you look at car commercials, they always feature a beautiful woman being a little sexualized, like a sensationalist. And the reason why is because that commercial is trying to help get the attention from the men. And us men were, usually the biggest consumer and the biggest buyers when it comes to these type of stuff, especially video games. And the creator of the Stellar Blade, you know what? I should post some Stellar Blade gameplay in the background. They sell. Now here, I'm playing Stellar Blade, and I'm playing as Eve, one of her sensational sexual, one of the most sexiest suit that I ever seen. It's called the skin suit. It is so flush to her actual skin. Keep in mind, this suit is not her actual skin. It does look like her skin, but it's not. She's literally covered from head to toe, and she's wearing high heels. And this suit, it has the same color as her skin. Very skin tannish. But it is not her skin. It's legit a suit, but it's so flush against her body that it looks like she is naked, but she is not. And if you Google about this skin suit, it says that this skin suit is considered sexier than being nude. Imagine that. But I bet my money that the developers, they did this on purpose to make the game, very appealing to the players in order to sell the game successfully, which it did. It did. Aside from that, when they were making this video game, first of all, the creator of this game, he's a married man. When he was making this video game, he got a female actress or a female model to analyze her body and use her body to input in this game in order to create the protagonist, the player, well, not the player, the character that I'm playing as in the video game. So this character that I'm playing as in the video game is based on a female actress, which she consent, and she was more than happy to do it. Why? Because she loves that attention and she loves the career that she's doing. In other words, she absolutely had her consent and absolutely wanted, you know, to have her body feature in a video game, especially a successful video game. Okay, basically what I'm trying to say throughout my video, this video and my last video, is that yes, sex sell and it's absolutely no brainer. It baffles my mind when I see leftists trying to go against human nature. You cannot go against human nature, what we're programmed to do. Sex is just like food. It's just like breathing water. It's just like, I mean, not breathing water, drinking water. It's just like breathing air. It's one of those things that we have desire, that we have needs. And the game developer of this franchise, they're taking advantage of our human needs. Not in the evil way, but in the good way, in a good consensual way. Just like that female actress who was more than happy to allow the studio to analyze her body and use her body to be featured in this video game that you see here in the background. So yeah, and what's even funnier about this whole controversy is that people are noticing how Western game developers, they're uglifying the females. Here in God of War Freya, I'm butchering that name. They made a side by side comparison with the latest Stellar Blade trailer and the latest God of War trailer, and I find this so hilarious because again, Westerners, they're starting to lose their, how do I say this, their value of beauty. Meanwhile, Eastern, like the Asian countries that are, they have their own culture, they absolutely value female beauty. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, they praise it. And right now, a lot of Western leftists, they're losing their minds over this. But hey, it's their country, it's their culture. And I like how one of the YouTube videos I've been watching, they've been noticing that this is borderline racism against Asians, which it's kind of ironic how the leftists, they are against racism and yet they're attacking a minority culture. So it blows my mind. Well, guys, I'm gonna end it here because I feel like I'm running out of words. But still, stay sane, stay safe, and keep your mind open about about the world, because these leftists, they live in their own bubble, and it's very clear that they don't care what other people thinks, even if that other people is from different culture, different minority background. But yeah, it's kind of crazy the world that we live in. And me personally, I'm definitely gonna buy Stellar Blade because I wanted to as a way to stick the middle finger against the leftists. But yeah, well, guys, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and please leave a comment down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, especially about this whole controversy about East Asian developers versus Westerner developers. Because, like I said, sex sells, and the Eastern countries, they value female beauty very much. They really do. While Western countries, they do not value female beauty. In matter of fact, they want to butcher it and make female ugly, basically. And then they wonder why a lot of white guys, they tend to date and eventually marry Asian woman, which I find that funny, that trend going on. Well, guys, thank you for listening and watching. Like and subscribe, all the jazz. Message in the bottle. Over and out.